Hello everyone, I am Xiao Tang. If you are starting to explore kombucha,
This rose kombucha is like a health drink with its own Instagram filter.
today I will guide you in making this beautiful and delicious rose kombucha. First, you need to have a jar of healthy old culture that has been nurtured for at least a month. If you don't have one yet, you can refer to my previous notes on making kombucha. Next, we will make the sugar tea water, or more accurately, it should be called sugar flower water. The ratio for the peach blossom water is twice that of the original culture liquid. My jar of culture is about 1.5 liters, so I need to prepare 3 liters of sugar flower water. The ratio for the sugar flower water is 1 to 1 to 10, meaning 3 liters of water with 300 grams of rock sugar and 300 grams of rose petals. Fresh rose petals should not be heated, so we need to prepare the sugar water before handling the rose petals. This means putting the rock sugar into the water and heating it until it melts, then waiting for it to cool before continuing to use it. While the sugar water is melting, we will handle the rose petals. I bought Yunnan dark red roses, and the rose petals do not need to be washed. Just remove the stamens and use them directly. The 300 grams mentioned earlier refers to the weight of the rose petals, and I need about 500 grams of fresh roses to get that amount of petals. Next, we will crush the rose petals as much as possible. Here, we will use the sugar water we prepared earlier. Remember that the sugar water must be completely cooled before use. At first, I used an immersion blender to crush the rose petals, but because of the gelatinous texture of the rose petals, it always felt like it wasn't thoroughly crushed. They kept floating on the surface of the water, so I eventually switched to a high-speed blender, which worked much better. However, be sure that there are no oil stains in the blender. Adding lemon juice during the blending process can prevent color oxidation. For 300 grams of petals, I added the juice of 1 lemon, making sure not to squeeze in the seeds. The blended sugar flower water needs to be refrigerated for 24 hours, which allows the rose fragrance to infuse better. Here, I use beeswax wraps to seal the pot because it is more airtight than a pot lid, preventing any bad gases from the refrigerator from mixing in. In fact, beeswax wraps can be reused multiple times. Compared to disposable plastic wrap, it is more environmentally friendly. This is what it looks like after sitting in the refrigerator for about 20 hours. Next, we need to filter it. We will use this 200 mesh filter bag for filtering soy milk. If you have used it to filter soy milk, make sure it is thoroughly cleaned and free of oil. What can we do with the filtered rose residue? If you have any good creative ideas, feel free to leave a comment below the video. The last step is to pour it into our fermentation barrel and let it ferment for 7 days. I want to see if fermenting with only the culture liquid without the SCOBY will also produce a beautiful SCOBY. So, I made 2 small cups. In fact, each fermentation of kombucha leaves its own unique flavor due to the different types of tea used. Over time, this barrel of kombucha will slowly blend to create your unique flavor. It's like life. Every experience is a part of you, ultimately shaping the one-of-a-kind you. Just like this rose aroma, I also want to forever remain in this barrel of kombucha, becoming a unique and irreplaceable part of it. In short, since I made this barrel of rose kombucha, it has completely sparked my family's love for kombucha, and even my 6-year-old sister runs over every day to get a cup to drink. I personally like to add a little sparkling water. The refreshing taste and the aroma of roses blend together, making it delicious beyond description. Let's take a look at those 2 cups of kombucha that were fermented only with the culture. Is the SCOBY growing beautifully enough? The pink color is truly healing. I ate it right after finishing the video. I'm not lying to you. This is the best SCOBY I've ever eaten. Alright, you should quickly make a unique barrel of rose kombucha that belongs to you.
I'm Xiao Tang, sharing a healthy lifestyle. That's it for this video. See you next time. Bye bye.